Hello and welcome to Shauna Stitches. I'm Shauna and this is the first video for episode 3 of Vlogmas 2023. Today is December 8th and it's Friday, thank goodness. I am recovering from being sick but feeling much better. Thank you so much for the well wishes, everyone. I do appreciate that. Let's open some advents. First one is my homemade advent. And today's yarn is green and yellow. I see a little bit of pink hiding in there. Looks like some black and gray too. So that will go in my Cozy Memories blanket. And the second package is a gift that was sent to me. And this one, I don't know what's in here. Something kind of heavy and hard. And excuse me, I can't guess what it is. But I'm very curious, so let's find out. All right, first thing, excuse me, the yarn, red, white, and blue speckles, and, oh, how cute. It's a little handcuff stitch marker. I was just thinking last night, if I had a different podcast name, it would definitely be The Knitting Police, which I think is hilarious. But I apparently didn't think of that fast enough, so we're just gonna pretend that that's it. I don't know. And everyone says there's no such thing as a knitting police, but there is. This says, oh, fun. It was hand dyed by the person who sent me the box, and it is Knit Pick Stroll, which is $75.25, and they called it Broad Stripes and Bright Stars. So it is themed on the United States, which is very cool. I like that a lot. The hard thing that I couldn't guess what it is, actually it's in a secondary package, so let me try and open that. And I totally understand why they did this, because it would have been a real mess if it would have broke open. It is strawberry jam. How fun. I see a lot of people open these advent calendars, and I think that's really fun. They have some very interesting flavors. Strawberry, I love strawberry, so that will definitely get eaten. And day 8 of Suburban Stitcher. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yes, that base is definitely darkening up. So if this is a pink fade and we're going into a very dark plummy pinkish purple, where do we think we are ultimately going? I don't know. This is gorgeous though. And again, I have to find my orange speckles. There they are. It's my theme, I guess. I don't know why that stuck out to me so much. Yes, and again, I don't know how I almost forget every time. Today's Firefly Notes, which are progress keepers and stitch markers, is, oh, it's a little mushroom. Oh, trying not to get the glare. Oh, it just really doesn't want to focus. I think you can see that that's a mushroom, right? It definitely isn't very focused. Mushrooms don't want to focus, apparently. Yes, so let me show you the progress I made yesterday. You guys are gonna laugh because I'm so easily sidetracked. So I did finish the, was it the 8th color? Opals. I believe that was the 8th color. And I just cast on the 9th color. Looks like maybe I got one row done. And the 9th color. This one was difficult for me to figure out the start of a colorway because it's so speckled, and the colorway is called My Speckled Heart. This is what I knit in February this year, and so I ended up pulling from the inside, which I generally don't do, and somehow I've really tangled this up. But it was the cleanest stripe that I could come up with. Do you see how much I wound off trying to find like a clean start to a new color? Wasn't happening. So yeah, that's all I got done. Proof that I did finish both colors because I was working on one of them yesterday morning. I should have worked on that when I got home, but I got yarn in the mail, and I got some Holst yarn. Super soft. Yes, I always want to say super wash. It's their non-super wash wool 2-ply fingering weight yarn that still has the spinning grease in it, and you're probably familiar with it. Everyone's seen Super Soft by now, right? So I don't have all my colors in here. I'll pop them up. I have a little picture, but I started swatching, and this was so addicting. Oh, I am so happy that you can see the gray contrast on here, because in real life, I wasn't seeing it a whole lot. I was worried. Now, granted, these definitely on screen, you can really see these are two different grays. The lighter is called flannel gray, and the darker is called slate gray. And I think once I get a little bit more knitting done, it will be more obvious. But obviously you can see my other two colors are a yellow, which is called pineapple, and a pinky orangish red. Wow, I can't say that. Orangish red. That is called, I think, Rose Garden. Anyhow, this is a swatch for the La Caron. I'm probably saying that very wrong. I want to say it's Scottish, and I'm also probably wrong about that. But it's a vest that the Knit Night girls are casting on in January. And I haven't shared much about this yet, but my 2024 goals, other than doing 12 pairs of Desert Vista Dyeworks socks again, is to really tackle my whips. Both Tabitha from Murder Knits and Tara are doing an unofficial knit along where we're just supporting each other, and I'm sure others will join in. But I have way too many whips. I have a real tendency to start things, get very excited. I am a process knitter, so once I kind of feel like I understand the pattern and there's nothing new to be learned about a pattern, I see new shiny things that might teach me something or that attract my attention in some other way. So I need to focus on going through those and either finishing things or frogging things. And currently in my mind, I think I will be finishing more than I'm frogging, but I guess that could change. So all that to say, I'm going to be a little bit cheaty and cast this on before January 1st so that it's technically a pre-existing whip. Is that sneaky of me? Yes, it is, but it's my knitting and it's my knitting rules, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I really do like this. It's so fun. I use the Knit Companion app, and it is so good for charts because you can single out a chart off of a pattern page, and it highlights the row that you're on, and you just click a button, or I think you can even do voice commands, but I never do that. You click a button and it goes right to the next row. It highlights it perfectly, and it makes it so much easier. So this is halfway through one chart repeat. I'm going to do at least the full chart repeat. I was thinking maybe 2 chart repeats, but I don't know. I need to measure what gauge I have right now, and then of course with Holst yarn, I really need to wash it to see how that changes. Hopefully I'm in the ballpark. I cast on with the suggested needle sizes, so we shall see. It's supposed to have a lot of positive ease, so I don't know. I do think, why do I bother swatching? Because I still say swatches lie, but I guess I want to know, at least be close. If I'm drastically different, it will not come out. Anyway, I'm getting long-winded and it's Friday and I have to go give all my dogs their medicines and food and all the things. So, and of course, get ready for work. I need coffee. I will talk to you soon. Good morning and happy December the 9th. I again forgot. No, I didn't forget my, oh my goodness, I'm not awake. I thought I forgot my microphone, but I didn't. I did plug it in. It is early, but it's Saturday early, so it's not a regular work day. Although I went to bed late last night and I did wake up at 4 a.m. thinking it was time to get up, which would have been like maybe 5 hours of sleep. So I don't know. I miss the days of being able to sleep good. Anyhow, we're not here to talk about that. We are here to open some advents. So, number 9 in my homemade advent. This one reminds me of another one that we've had, but I couldn't tell you from what day. In fact, I wonder if it's the same one. Not like same mini, but same color. As I said, I bought a bunch of leftovers from somebody and who knows, right? So this one has navy blue, some teal, orangey red, white, and gray. That's what I see anyway. And my gift package that I was sent. I was reminded by the person who sent these to me that when I keep saying stitch marker, they're actually progress keepers. So yes, I did know that. They seem to all be the earring lever back type, which are nice because you can use them for both things. Ooh, this one has a little lavender sachet in there, so I'm gonna put that. Oh no, I did not bring my, man, I'm a mess this morning. I need to go get my projects, but let's open the advents first. So we have a lavender sachet and we have some beautiful purpley pink blue yarn and a top dog progress keeper. I got it right that time. And this says it is Knit Picks Hawthorne, which is a superwash fine Highland wool and polyamide 80/20, and the color is Goose Hollow. Goose Hollow, isn't that a Gilmore Girls reference? I really didn't ever watch that show. Maybe a couple episodes, but anyway, let me know. Is that Gilmore Girls or am I making that up? Next advent, day 9 of Suburban Stitcher. I feel a sneeze coming on, so hopefully that stays away. There we are, plummy pinks with speckles. Very pretty. This one kind of has some like rusty tones. I like that. And I'm not forgetting today, Firefly Notes, day 9. Oh, this one reminds me, oh nope, this is different. It's hard to see. Yeah, it always shows up a little bit better on the camera than I can see myself, but I think it's a fairy. It looks like a butterfly, but I think I see, oh yeah, you can always see in the picture behind. I don't know, why do I spend so much time trying to figure this out? A little hard to see with the progress keeper on there, but it literally looks like the picture. You can see the little fairy and the wings back there. And that is a stitch marker. And this one's a little different than the other ones. So far, I think all of the rings have been black, but this one's all gold. I do have one other fun thing to show you guys. I'm not going to open it today, but I saw, I think on December 1st, somebody opened one of these chapstick advent calendars, and it's a 12-day. So I think I'll wait until December 14th to start opening this, and I'll do one a day up to Christmas. That's kind of fun. Oh, interesting. I'm not quite sure about that. It says 1 classic original skin protectant, 1 classic strawberry skin protectant, and 10 cosmetic lip balms. What does that mean? I thought they were all lip balms, lip gloss, whatever. Anyway, that'll be fun. It tells me the flavors on the back of what you can get, but not what day you're going to get it in. So I will keep those a secret. But this looked too fun to pass up, and it was very affordable off of Amazon. And I do love my lip products because I get super dry lips no matter what I do. Okay, I'm going to go grab my project so I can show you the progress that I made yesterday. I realized when I woke up this morning, like first thing, that I forgot to do my 15 minutes of spindle spinning today. So I'm going to try and remember to do that, or maybe I'll be really good and do 30 minutes, but I doubt it. I have so much to do today, and not necessarily things I want to do. I need to work out because I'm supposed to be doing these 3 Peloton rides a week, and I have not worked out since I got sick last week, or technically still this week, but yeah, it was Sunday, so it hasn't been a full week yet. I meant to one day this week, and I just was like, oh, I don't want it to send me back into like feeling way worse, so I skipped it. But you know, anytime you get out of the routine, it's hard to get back into it. So I need to give that a try, and I'm going to try not doing strength training first and see if that helps. But let's talk about knitting. My Desert Vista Dyeworks socks are getting so tall. Look at that. The leg is 113 rows right now. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here. No, not really. I've started doing increases. Maybe it looks a little bit wider through here. Hard to say. I can't remember how many stitches I have increased, but a few. And actually, yeah, there you can see a decrease. I mean, increase. Right there, I think. Anyway, they don't show up too much, but 113 rows. I have completed 9 of the 11 colors, and I've completed that on both socks. So we have 2 colors to go, 1 more for the leg, and then the cuff. So the very last color to go into the leg is Lottery. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's French. Lottery macarons. It's the color that I knit in January. So that's going to go on top of there. And then, of course, the final color for the cuff is Cherry Blossom. And the reason this one was set aside for the cuff is because it is not, oh my goodness. It's not, it doesn't have nylon in it. So the cuff, it should work out okay. Then I did a little bit of knitting on the Cozy Knitter sock. Still not caught up, but that's okay. There's up through day 7, I think. Yep, there's through day 7. And I've only done that on 1 sock. The other sock is still at day 5. So getting there. I think once these Desert Vista Dyeworks socks are done, I'll do probably more than 1 stripe a day on these. Because if I continue to do 1 stripe a day, they will not be done by Christmas, and I would like them to be. The other knitting thing that I worked on was my I don't know. I can't say things with accents because I don't have them. It's a Scottish word, lacqueron vest. And maybe I should show you this side. That is 1 entire chart repeat by 6 repeats around, 3 on the front, 3 on the back. I did it in the round on magic loop, which is not my favorite, but I think it came out okay. I was concerned where you cross the floats between the needles, but it looks fine, and I don't see any puckering on those floats on the inside, so I think that'll be fine if I end up having to do that for the actual vest. I was thinking, I mean, not that I know any kids or people with kids with American Girl dolls, but I bet this is like American Girl doll size sweater. I could have just kept knitting it, and it it might fit, although maybe it's too small. I don't know. Did I tell you yesterday I did add a steek stitch, steek column. That's it there. But I am not going to steek this yet because I want to make sure I have enough yarn. I took my pre-wash gauge, so this is washed. It's still damp, so I haven't remeasured. But before washing, my stitch gauge was a little bit too wide, so I think I was supposed to have 31 stitches in 4 inches, and I had just over 29, like 29.333 stitches per inch, which means over the entire garment, if that continued to be my gauge, I think my finished vest would be 49-ish inches instead of 45. And 45 is the third size. So, and also my row length was a bit longer, which doesn't bother me, but historically, in my experience, the Holst Garn Super Soft has shrunk up a little bit on me after washing, and I think that's because it plumps up. Look at all these ends. So many ends. So I gave this a hot bath with some Blue Dawn dish soap and some vinegar, and then a rinse cycle, clear water, and a little vinegar, and spin cycle through my washing machine. Just spin, nothing else. And now it's drying, so hopefully it'll be dry today. I mean, it definitely is still wet, but not very wet. I wonder if I could just take gauge now. How much would it change when it's completely dry? I don't know. I do wonder if it's changed. Or, and then I'm super hesitant to like alter the size I'm knitting, because to do the math, if I did one size down, it would give me around 45, which would be correct. Or do I just knit the bigger size? I don't know. I'm terrible at this. I'm probably not going to re-swatch with different needles because that sounds terrible. Anyhow, let's get on with the day. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh my gosh, this is long and I'm scattered. I was telling you about all the things I have to do today. One of them being working out. The other one is my Christmas party's tonight, and it's at a coworker's house. I'm not a big party person, and I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go for very long, I don't think, but I am gonna go. I really do enjoy my coworkers, but I'm just not a party person. So we were at Costco last night because I needed to bring a dessert, and I wasn't going to make a dessert. And in the process, we found that Costco has butterscotch beer. It's non-alcoholic. It's basically just soda, but it reminds me of the Harry Potter butterbeer. And we had some with pizza last night. And let me tell you, if your Costco has butterscotch beer, yum, it's so good. Strangely enough, I don't love the butterscotch candies, and this tastes exactly like a butterscotch candy, but I like it. Don't ask me why, but maybe I like butterscotch candies now. No idea. Also, I think I just like it because it reminds me of like Harry Potter butterbeer. So anyway, I'm going to go get some coffee, hopefully make my mind make sense, and do some knitting. I'll talk to you soon. Here for my 200th ride. I did it. The reason I did this ride was because it's live. And I was hoping for a shout out for my 200. I did not get it, and that's okay. I still have to do a 45-minute ride, but I'm going to take a break first. I'm buckling in for my second ride, a 45-minute Power Zone endurance ride with Christine, and hopefully I can make it through. I felt pretty good during that 30 minutes, much better than the last time, so here's to hoping. Also, please make sure that I did it, and I didn't get sick, thank goodness. And Christine is still talking in the background, so let me turn her down. Oh, anyway, if you guys aren't Peloton people, or even if you are and you've never taken a ride with Christine, I highly recommend it. I know she isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I really like her style. She's super calm, just super thoughtful. And her slogan is, I am, I can, I will, I do. So sometimes when I'm really struggling, I think that to myself, and clearly not when I'm nauseous, it doesn't work, but it got me through today. The first 30-minute ride really wore me out. If you know anything about Peloton, what is it called? Power Zone rides. Sorry. Power Zone. It's got 7 different levels, zones, they call them. And in my 30-minute ride, although it was not a Power Zone class, it still has my Power Zone bar. I was mostly in zone 4, 5, and 6. And that's a lot because zone 7 is the max. And this 45-minute ride was zones 2 and 3. But 45 minutes of it, and let me tell you, my hips and my thighs are burning and it's time for a stretch. I have to attempt a 60-minute ride tomorrow, but it should just be zones 2 and 3. Let's hope I will be able to do that. We have 2.5 inches of rain in the forecast today. So I think you can see that out on the street and probably hear it if I quit talking. Lots and lots of rain. I think we're gonna get some flooding in our area again because the other day we had 2 inches and there was a lot of flooding. Luckily, nothing that impacted me or my house, thank goodness. Hello, December 10th. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I just woke up and I definitely slept in. Oh my goodness. Did I say it's Sunday? Yes. We went to my Christmas party last night, which was a lot of fun, and we weren't even there that late, but then we came home and started watching Tombstone, and before I knew it was like 11 o'clock, so I definitely stayed up too late. Before we open Advents, I want to show you what I finished on knitting yesterday because I'm so happy. Now, I will say the ends are not woven in yet. That's what I'll be doing first thing this morning. Look at that. It fills up the whole screen. The leg ended up being 138 rows long, not including a 20 round cuff. I had exactly enough for 20 rounds on both socks. So they match identically. I really, really love these. And let's see, they both show it, but one shows it better. Yes, I think this one. Can you believe that the last color from La Durée macaroons is the exact same color as in cherry blossoms? How cool is that? It's just like so seamless. Anyway, very cool. So these, when I put them on, and I will be able to insert a picture probably in tomorrow's, or I guess I'll take the picture later and then I can insert it in today. The magic of technology. Anyway, hard to show you, but here's my leg. They go up to about right here, and that's my knee. So it's not quite a knee high, but it's darn close enough. This right here, fingertip to fingertip, maybe 16 inches. This is all of the yarn that I had left after finishing those cuffs. I originally thought I was going to get an extra tall cuff. I had 8.6 grams of yarn. And so I thought, you know, that might make a really long cuff, but between the two, I basically knit them 1 row on this sock, 1 row on the other sock, and then at the end, seriously, just 20 rounds, exactly what I normally do. So that's crazy. All right, that is all the knitting I did yesterday. It was kind of a busy day, but yeah, I don't know. That just seemed to take forever for whatever reason. Let's open Advents. Day 10 of my homemade Advent calendar. Oh, I really like this one. Reds, greens, blues, purples, pinks, maybe some yellow. A lot of colors. It's really pretty. This one reminds me, I can never say the word. It's Aurora Borealis. Yes, I think I even said it right. It reminds me of that, the night sky. I said that fireflies are on my bucket list. Seeing this, the Aurora Borealis, is also on my bucket list. Someday it's going to happen. Okay, now my package that was sent to me, day 10. And this one has something more than yarn in it too. right here, there's like a hard tube. I don't know what it is, but we're about to find out. It's so fun when it's more than just yarn. Like, what's it gonna be? Oh, how perfect is this? I never could have guessed that's what it was. Burt's Bees, pink grapefruit. Thank you so much. My lips, thank you. My ever dry lips. And here is the yarn from day 10, which, funnily enough, I mean, not the same, but kind of similar. So this has teal, pink, purple, blue. Very pretty. Oh, and I love the Progress Keeper for today. Look at that. It's a little pink. There we go. Is it like a light bulb? I don't know. I think it's just a fancy little pink bead, but it's really cute. And this is Opal Sock Yarn 7525 in a word that I probably can't pronounce, but it says Regenwald 19, which is color 11335. Are any of you watching Anna Knitter's Vlogmas? I really like her Vlogmas, and also I really like the cowl that she's making. She's using 10 gram opal minis, and she took the first two colors and was alternating 3 round stripes. It's a tubular cowl, so you knit a tube and then eventually she'll graft them together. So she alternates the two, doing 3 knit stripes, and then when one is halfway done, she starts the next one until the one that's halfway done is done, and then, you know, like that, so it staggers. Anyway, it looks really good, and I'm really tempted to make that, but I don't have enough opal yarn. I say opal, I've heard it opal, that's why I said it that way, but anyway, I don't actually know. All right, now, Suburban Stitcher, day 10. There we are. I'd say it's still in the plum family, but it's almost leaning more towards like a maroon color now. And still with some little orange pops. And if you look at the label, there is orange on the label, so I'd say the label matches this color perfectly. Very pretty. I'm gonna have to do that again this week. There's no way I'll be able to hold up all 14, but maybe through the magic of photo editing, maybe I can make them show up in one picture. I don't know. We'll see. Now, Firefly Notes. Oh, this one's cute. It is a 4-leaf clover, and it is a round stitch marker. I don't know how many people can say this. I think 4-leaf clovers are pretty rare, but when I was a kid, I wish I could remember exactly where I found it, but somewhere near our house, I found a 4-leaf clover. And I think, oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I still have it. Hold on, I'll go grab it. Excuse the dust because this thing is old. Look at that. It's a 4-leaf clover. So I couldn't tell you how exactly old I was when I found this. Probably 8-ish, or yeah, probably 8. And I brought it home, and obviously we pressed it, and I feel like it must have been in this frame the whole time, but maybe I've changed it. I don't remember. Anyway, kind of cool. I don't know. Does it bring me good luck? What kind of luck would I have if I hadn't found this? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, have you ever found a 4-leaf clover? Oh, and then the back shows. Come on. Here we go. Now I have 2 4-leaf clovers. I'll be extra lucky. All right, well, clearly I'm delirious. I will talk to you all later. It's just afternoon, and I'm getting ready to do my 60-minute ride. I don't know if you can see that. And actually, I think if you can, it's backwards, so sorry about that. Anyway, it's a 60-minute Power Zone endurance ride with Matt Wilpers, and I'm exhausted today. I totally overdid it yesterday. I do not want to do this ride. However, I am trying to keep up with the challenge. So, I was explaining power zones yesterday, and I tend to ride at the top of my zone, which means like if I'm in zone 2, I'm nearly a zone 3. So I think today I'm going to focus on being in the middle of my zone or even on the low end of my zone. My main goal is just finish 60 minutes on the bike because I don't want to exhaust myself even further than I already am. I have hypothyroid and I tend to be exhausted all the time anyway, which is why working out and getting in that routine is such a challenge because I don't get that rush that other people do after working out. They're like, yeah, I did it. And I'm like, oh, I could take a nap right now. So I know it's good for me though. I know, okay, I'll rephrase that. I know it's good to me to a point. I also need to be cautious and, like I said, not overdo it because it will burn me out. So I'm gonna do this. My husband's sleeping, which is why I'm kind of quiet, and I will have to wear headphones for this. So I'll see you maybe in about 60 minutes. I did it. I stuck to what I said I was going to do, which is to stay in the middle or low end of my zone. Sometimes I get competitive because you can see other people's like end scores, and I'm like, ooh, could I beat that? But that isn't necessarily the best thing to do. I guess, I don't know. I am competitive like that, but like if somebody beats me, I'm not super upset about it. It gives me a goal, I guess. Anyway, my legs didn't want to move. I was very slow, but I did it. There's my results. 49,271st place. And yeah, I can't, let's see, there it is. I burned 587 calories-ish. Good morning, Monday, December 11th. I don't know about you all, but I could use another day of the weekend. Ugh. I feel like I just tossed and turned all night last night, and I felt like I was awake more than I was asleep. With that being said, there is work to do. So let's get into opening some Advents. 11th. That's crazy. Time is flying by. You know, it's silly, I think, that I come up with these fantastic knitting plans for December. Hold that thought. Here's the Advent mini from the calendar I made myself. We have light blue, purple, pink, salmon. Really pretty. I like this one. Anyway, as I was saying, I make these big plans for December as if December is some magical month that I don't have to work. It's not true. I'm sure some people get a lot of time off for Christmas or maybe into the new year. I do not. So why do I think that I have all the time in the world? I don't know. Here is my package I received from a friend. Day 11. Ooh, I love this. Look at that. Look at those neons. Orange and yellow, green, pink. Definitely love this one. And the Progress Keeper is a pumpkin. So cute. The color, oh, this was also hand dyed by the person who sent it to me. And the base is Cloudborne Fibers 7525, and they called it Tutti Frutti, which is exactly what came to my mind. So this is perfect. That is Tutti Frutti to a T. Love this one. Excuse me. Suburban Stitcher. There is day 11. Just Still that deep plummy with lots of oranges. And there's some like maybe darker purple speckles and a little bit of blue in there too. Very pretty. And last but not least, Firefly Notes. Oh, this is pretty. So pretty. I don't know what those flowers are called, but I really like it. This one is a stitch marker. That's a huge stitch marker. I don't know how big a needle you could use that on, but awfully big. Anyway, I do love that one. So, very pretty things today. And I'm going to go... Oh, let me show you my progress. I did make some progress. First of all, I'm going to show these again because I did get all the ends woven in yesterday. Do you know it took about 2 hours to completely weave in all the ends for these? I didn't bother to count how many ends there are, but I think I put a picture in of them all in my hand, and there's a lot. I'm sure I could do the math. If there's 11 colors, that'd be at least 22 ends, but then I think the heels give some extra ends, so I don't know. It was a lot. So, you will not be seeing these again, I don't think, because they are done. And then I did get some work done on the Cozy Knitter socks. I'm in slightly different places on each sock, but not too much. So there we are there. I think that's stripe 9. Let's see. Actually, this one has just started 10, which is technically yesterday's color. So yeah, as I get some work done on these, I'm going to be showing beyond the day that it actually is. So I hope that's not too big of a deal. I haven't really looked closely at Instagram, but I'm sure somebody has already finished these by now. And that's all the knitting that I did yesterday, but I did want to show you my Colorworks swatch. It is all washed, blocked, and dried. I didn't aggressively block it or anything, but I recounted my gauge, and the stitch gauge is right on. It's at 31 in 4 inches, but my row gauge, I can't remember now what it is, but it's slightly denser than it needs to be. So I'll just end up knitting a few extra repeats, I think. So that is ready to cast on at some point, if you'll recall, before January 1st. So that's it. I'm going to go get some coffee, get the dogs ready for the day, and do a little bit of knitting before I leave. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello and good morning, Tuesday, December the 12th. I am definitely not feeling awake this morning. I finally got some good sleep and I didn't want to get up. But can you believe we are almost halfway to Christmas? I cannot believe it. My homemade advent calendar, day 12. Oh yes, I love this one. Neon. It's like neon pink or red with green and yellow, highlighter yellow. I do wonder if there's other colors in there. I guess we'll find out when we finally get to knitting it. All right, and my friend swap, you can see this one doesn't look yarn shaped. There might be a yarn shaped bulge on the back, but I'm so curious what this could be. It kind of rattles, I think. I have no idea. It's hard and square. It feels kind of like a book, maybe. Let's find out. this is so cute. It's a little coaster. Love has 4 paws. Yes, it does. In my case, it has 16. Absolutely love it. That is so cute. All right, the yarn for today, very pretty. It's a neutral base with grays and purples and pinks. And the Progress Keeper also very, very pretty. Oh, how cute. It's like a locket, you know, like you can put a picture in there. I love that. It's not focusing. Anyway, that's very cool. I've never seen one like that. This yarn is Knitty McPurley's yarn. How fun is that? $75.25. And it's her May 2023 color of the month. That is so cool. I love this whole package. I mean, not that I don't love them all, but that's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next one is Suburban Stitcher, day 12. And day 12, we are still in this plummy pink. And we are getting a few darker speckles. Still orange. See that? I have to point it out every day. All right, and last but not least, Firefly Notes. Okay, what is this? I think it is a hummingbird, which isn't going to want to focus very well. I'm not focusing well at all today. There we go, hummingbird. And this one is a stitch marker. Now, let me show you. Oh, now I'm all out of focus. Come on. There we go. Now I want to show you what I worked on last night. It was not an Advent project. I cast on for... Am I showing you the right side? Nope, I'm definitely not. I cast on for the vest that I did the swatch for. Not a lot to show you, but this is 324 stitches of corrugated ribbing. So the knits are one color and the pearls are another color. So we have the knits in my dark gray, the pearls in my light gray, and it's a 1x1. And this is my first time ever doing continental purling. And let me just tell you, that was such a challenge at first. I felt like I was all thumbs. And I'm not a continental knitter. I'm a English knitter, but I'm a flicker. So I do hold the yarn in my right hand, which is probably showing up on the left side of your screen, but my right hand, and I flick the yarn over. So I never drop the yarn. And I have done color work, obviously, and for that I do my dominant color in my left hand and I knit that continental, and then I knit flicking style in my right hand, and that works. But I had never done pearls, and I think I'm finally getting it down. In fact, I didn't want to go to bed so much because I was finally getting it down. And I just love a project where I get to do mental gymnastics, because it is mental gymnastics to try and teach your hands to do something that they don't normally do. I just love that. I think that's why I'm a process knitter. The other thing that saw a little bit of work are my Cozy Knitter socks. And what stripe am I on? Okay, so I'm only on 11. Well, I guess yesterday was the 11th, right? So I'm on 11. I have started doing the gusset increases. I think you can just see that right there. And on the second sock, I have not gotten that far, but I have started the gusset increases. Just barely, like maybe 1 or 2. So I got distracted on the vest. I don't really want to focus on the vest a lot in December, but I would like to get that ribbing done. It's only 10 rows and I'm on round 4. So we'll see. I'm very tired today. I'm going to go get some coffee and go take care of the dogs and try and get mentally prepared to go into work. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. I'm home from work. It was a decent day and I am ready to do my Peloton ride, 45-minute Peloton ride. It's still loading, but I think it's with Dennis Morton today. I don't know. I'm just here to get it done. All done. Good morning, December 13th. I can't believe that we are almost done with this, I guess technically third vlog of Advent, Vlogmas. I am so tired, you guys. I woke up at 2 in the morning and I was up for at least an hour and I had the thought I might not go back to bed. I did, of course, just in time for my alarm to go off. Anyway, let's open day 13. And we have some pretty blues, purple, deep green, light green. Really, really pretty. And day 13 of the package that was sent to me. Ooh, there's an extra in here. Let's show the yarn first. The yarn is this pretty mint green with purple and red and orange, some gray speckles. The Progress Keeper is a pretty little pink bead. I really like that one. And it says it's a mystery sock yarn and it's a 75/25. Gotta love a good mystery sock yarn, but it's really pretty whatever it is. And the little extra surprise is a cute pair of scissors. Who doesn't need a good pair of scissors? Always. These are awesome. So useful. And they match the yarn. That's awesome. All right, day 13 of Suburban Stitcher. There is the yarn. I was going to say I'm not seeing speckles, and then right there we have them. Orange and blue. And maybe a little hint of purple or maroon. Very pretty. And Firefly Notes. Okay, we have a Progress Keeper today, and it's a little bell. And it says, make a wish. I've heard that, I think. Every time you hear a bell, you're supposed to make a wish or something like that. No idea. But it's really cute. And it is Christmassy, a little Christmas bell. Let me show you the progress I made yesterday. Not a ton. But I think I've decided on these cozy knitter socks to stay with the day of, day of Advent. So I'm up through day 12 now. And on both socks. I thought about just powering through these, but I really want to get some other projects done. So I caked up day 4 of my package that was sent to me and started knitting that into my blanket. I did not get the whole square done, but I did get a good start. And this was the Anna Knitter yarn in the color peach. And if you look real close, you can see that there is speckles in there. Or not speckles, I can't think. Glitter? You know what I'm talking about. Sparkle. There is sparkle in the yarn. Holy cow, it's going to be a day. I have to do some very technical writing today too, so let's hope that with a cup of coffee my brain wakes the heck up. Yeah, but the reason I really decided on that, check out, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. Let's take this one out first of all. But check out this bag. These are all yarns that need to go into my Cozy Memories. There is no way I will be finishing all of these squares in December, but I might just carry this project through into January, and that's okay. Also, I don't think that 24 stripes is going to be a whole sock for me because, as I said, that's 12 stripes and still not to the heel. People who can do a 12 stripe foot, I'm very envious. My size 9s need more stripes. And I think I'm at about 52 stitches on the back needle. I need to get to 64. So I don't know how many stripes it's going to take, but it's going to take a few more, I think. So anyway, that's my progress. I really wanted to work on the ribbing of my vest, but I focused on Advent projects instead. All right, I'm going to go have some coffee, try and wake up, and get on with the day. Hope you all are having a wonderful Advent season so far, and I will talk to you soon. Hello and happy December 14th. Today is the last clip for the 3rd episode of Vlogmas 2023. I really cannot believe the time is just flying by so much. So let's open day 14. I almost said 13. There's a reason why I don't normally record first thing in the morning. All right, for 14, we have blues and grays and yellow, white. Very pretty. And the package that was sent to me. Do you guys have any big Christmas plans this year? I'm curious to know what other people are doing. I'll be at home in my pajamas. There is my yarn. Very pretty. Purple and gray and teal and blue. I like this one. Oh, and there's even pink. There is the progress keeper today. A little puppy paw. Very cute. And I am not familiar with this yarn. I've never heard of it, and I don't think I can say it. But it is 70% wool, 15% silk, and 15% bamboo. And it's, again, I'm going to screw it up, Itata Multi, color 1002. And it's something like Aru Kania. Anyway, maybe you can make better sense of that than I am. And there's a little extra today. Some purple and gold sparkly washi tape. That's very fun. And it matches. We match. Suburban Stitcher, day 14. There it is. I feel like the base might be getting a little lighter again. Hard to say. Oh, That's right. I'm going to take a picture of all of them and I'll insert that because I can't hold up 14 skeins of yarn. But I guess that might help us figure out exactly where the color sequence is going. And Firefly Notes. This looks like a golden harp, I think. And it is a stitch marker. And I have one more advent today. Do you remember which one I'm going to open today? You probably have better memory than I do because you just watched that a few minutes ago, and for me it was days ago. But I have not forgotten about my chapstick advent calendar, and I'm so excited to take this to work with me today. It might be the highlight of my day. Oh, geez. Let's see. I can see what it says, but I'm trying to get it out of here. There we go. We have vanilla icing. Look at that cookie. Yum. I want to see what it smells like. I might have to wait for that though, because it's not going to be easy to open. I'll report back on my chapstick flavor later. Okay. Yes, let me show you progress. I was going to say I'm going to get those laid out and take that photo, but let me show you progress first real quick. I got my one stripe done. So there are the 13 stripes so far. I'll do the 14th today on both socks. I guess if I do it like that, you don't know that I didn't just grab the same sock. Both socks. And I got a good bit done on my Cozy Memories yesterday. I finished the peach square. Again, that's Anna Knitter's yarn in peach. And then this was day 5 of the one that I opened myself. And the one that's just barely on my needles is day 5 of the package that was sent to me. And that yarn, this is the one, I've never heard of this one either. This Boy, and it's made in Scotland. And then the color was Tales from the Riverbank. And I love this yarn. It's so pretty. It's really pretty knit up, but also as I was winding it, just those greens, so pretty. So hard to see in my blanket so far, but it will eventually get in there. So this was square 11. That was square 12. I'm working on square 13. And I say that as in like since Advent. Overall, I have 152 squares in here. It's growing slowly but surely. Right, now I'm going to get that picture of the Suburban Stitcher yarns. I almost said Cozy Knitter. My brain. Whew, I need coffee. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I don't know. I kind of explained to you guys before that we don't really do like a big Christmas or anything. And I will say I don't think I've really felt the Christmas spirit in a very long time. But I have had years recently where it felt more Christmassy. I don't know why. This year just doesn't feel very Christmassy. And I'm not sure why. So I'm curious for you, what are some of your family traditions? What makes Christmas feel Christmassy to you? And is it possible to get that Christmas feeling back as an adult? I don't know. I hope that you are all having a lovely season, regardless of if you celebrate Christmas or not. And I guess maybe if you don't celebrate Christmas, or you don't do a lot for Christmas, what is it that brings you joy this time of year? I would love to know that. Anyway, I hope that you are all having a great day whenever you watch this, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.